here for everyone, just to be real about my life, my situation, how everything's going. And I'm going to be honest, the last 6 months have been so challenging for me mentally. And I feel like when I started the autoimmune protocol diet, taking away my last remaining comfort foods has really backed me into a corner. I feel like I had a realization that I've been addicted to something all my life to run away from uncomfortability and uncomfortable feelings. And I'm really exploring myself, trying to find out who am I? Why do I do things? Or why do I not feel comfortable in general in life? Why is that? And I've been really exploring it. And I don't know if I just mentioned that, but I had a realization that I've been addicted to something all my life, as far as I can remember. And I really wanted to know why that was. And I thought that when I was on my healing journey, that although I would say not be playing video games, not watching porn, not doing all these toxic habits and getting rid of them, that I'm clean now. I'm like, I've got rid of this escapism. I feel like I replaced that, it's a beneficial thing for me at the time, but I replaced it with exercise, health, the pursuit of health, being perfect as much as I could be, being disciplined, and I got addicted to self-help. And I realized recently that, say for example, I miss a workout, I feel so uncomfortable. Why am I this uncomfortable? Because I've missed a workout. And I realized what it started to really come down to through my journaling is that the uncomfortability rises because I don't feel good enough just being, myself, just in that moment. I feel like I have to be constantly pursuing improvement. I need to be pursuing, I need to get more money, I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to have a better body, I have to do, and I just recently really realized that I'm quite self-punishing. If I'll look at my day and I'll be like, right, I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock, going to get a workout in, going to prepare my food, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to come back, I'm going to, cook for other people, or, try and be the best that I can be. And there's no breathing room for nothingness and stillness or anything like that. And I'm making this video because I want you to know that despite all these imperfections and knowing that I am not perfect in any way, I still managed to recover. I still managed to get on with my life. I still, through the ups and downs, am in an upward trajectory of improving my life, even though it hasn't been perfect. I've not been always, spot on with everything. I've just generally moved in a better direction with my life. And if you feel like, oh, I messed up this one time, I ate something I shouldn't have, or this or that, whatever it is, I sat on the computer today, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to move in a particular direction that's going to improve your life, and just be consistent with it as much as you can and still give yourself a break. And I think I'm really guilty of that. And I really examined that. Why is that? Why am I this hard on myself? And I think it's because I had all those years of chronic illness and my life felt like it was fading away, and I had a break, an opportunity to change it. And I felt like I had to morph myself into this Navy SEAL to make the most of the time, because I didn't know when it was going to end, make the most of the time to get myself in a better position to then be able to get out of that situation and move on with my life. And I think because of the drastic change that happened in my life, I was like, right, this is the thing. This is what I have to do. I have to be a military Marine. I have to be disciplined as much as I possibly can. And this is the way it is. My life improved dramatically, so I'm just going to keep doing this. And it's just not realistic. Life isn't exactly a regimen that you get to follow all the time, pristinely. And just in the last week or two, just relaxed on myself. My partner would say, why do you feel the need to constantly doing something? Like, right, we need to decorate, we need to paint, I just realised that I found it very hard to sit still, because there was a thought process in me that I've wasted enough time already. I've been ill. I've not been able to do anything years at a time. I can't even sit down for a couple of hours because I'm wasting. It's not very kind on myself. But yeah, that's where I've been. Emotionally, it's been difficult. And I feel like when I started the AIP diet, it really nudged it to the next level. But it's also with that uncomfortability and facing it and going through that pain is a chance for equal amounts of growth. And it's easily forgotten, when you're experiencing that uncomfortability and that pain and it seems like it's just dragging on, that it's just, get rid of it now. But I'm finding out a lot more about myself and being authentic with myself and just, improving my life in a different way. So that's my emotional headspace. The diet thing, it's good news really, because the last time I did a protein test, there was nothing in it, so it works. I've not been perfect. I've found it extremely difficult, if I'm honest. I feel like I must be a reincarnated squirrel because I love nuts that much, but they're really not good for me at this time because I really miss them. I don't know what it is. I miss beans and nuts and they just really don't agree with me. I went for a period without beans for a couple of months and we made this, you would say a healthy bean chili, and we ate it for 2 or 3 days in a row and I started getting gout again. As a nearly 10-year vegan getting gout. So, yeah, I've not been perfect, but I'm starting to understand how certain foods interact with my body and what causes me to have protein leak in my urine. And the last test I did was negative, so I'm happy with that. I went to Portugal last week and following a AIP vegan diet, it felt too much. It might not have been too much, but it felt too much. And I really felt like I was being suffocated. So I did eat, I had honey, eggs, dairy last week. So you could say that I've not been vegan even. And coming back to England, I had about 30 eggs last week. And I don't know what I was expecting. People constantly talk about, I was vegan for, like me, nearly 10 years and I had eggs and my God, I had vivid dreams. And honestly, I can say after 30 eggs, I felt absolutely no different, so maybe I'm not missing something that I thought I might be missing. But coming back home, I might introduce eggs into my diet just for a bit of variety, because as a vegan that can't have beans, grains, nuts, seeds, it doesn't feel, it feels very difficult. I will say this though, I've been juicing, and a lot of people in my day-to-day life have looked at my skin and my eyes and my body and just thought, you look really well. You look like you're very energized and healthy and what it is you're doing. And I think getting rid of the inflammatory foods that cause a problem for me at the moment is probably helping, but I really do believe that the juicing that I've been doing each morning has had an impact. I had like a liver spot on my face that just like fell off within a few days, and it was growing and growing up until, I started this diet, started juicing. I think it was within 3 or 4 weeks of juicing, this thing fell off, and there was a couple other like moles and even a wart fell off. And I don't know whether that's a like congested liver freeing up or whatever it is. I've been having vegetable juices every morning, like beetroot, carrot, ginger, lemon. I go and pick dandelion leaves, dandelion flowers, nettle, cleaver, just, and juicing wild greens and stuff. And I really do feel like that has some value to me at this point. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say when it comes to the diet. I would like to not have to follow autoimmune protocol diet forever, but I'm just happy that the protein, I have a model that I can follow to completely get rid of that, because it was a worry for me. So, just to recap, really tough 6 months for me. The diet thing, when I was abroad, I experimented with, eggs, dairy, and honey. Didn't feel any different. Yeah, and that's where I'm at. I'm just in a place where I'm just trying to be a bit more kind to myself and try and ease that military commando that got me out of the depths of hell. Because it has its place, but it's a bit self-punishing, especially if you have a family and a full-time job. Do you know what I mean? The other thing I want to talk, actually, because I feel like you can help me, is that I'm getting increasingly frustrated. This is my soldier part of me that wants to always be progressing all the time, but I'm at a dead end when it comes to my job. There's no progression. There's no learning anymore, it fuels me. To learn fuels me. And when I feel like I'm not learning anymore, I get a bit antsy. So I'm in a job at the moment. I don't feel fulfilled at all. And it's making me wonder, where do I go from here? As somebody that everything that I've been through and everything that I've come out the other side with, I am starting to lean more towards getting back into what I did before the job. But just how do I make that work with a family, if you know what I mean? I've looked into potentially learning something like coding or something along those lines, a digital nomad life, where I can potentially leave England and get a job elsewhere. It's a bit up in the air for me. I'm just a bit confused on where to go from here, if I'm honest. Yeah, a lot has happened in the last 6 months. I mean, people are looking at me in the last 6 months and going, whatever you're doing is working. But it's like my mental game has been, sick of my job, family issues, dealing with addictions, even though they seem positive, just dealing with the uncomfortability of life. And mentally it's been difficult. On the outside, like, things are great. But yeah, this is a bit of a rambling video, because I started this video and I did it a couple of times and I was like, I'm just going to do the video. But last week we went to Portugal and we went to this like off-grid community, and people are just a complete different way of life. We woke up in the villa in the morning. There's fresh orange trees, there's figs and grapes growing, not ripe, but sadly, and I just got this feeling that maybe England isn't for me, isn't for my family, isn't for the way I want to live. So it's everything. I feel like this, I know it sounds stupid, but this diet has led me on a path of self-discovery. What is it that I want to achieve? What do I want out of life? That uncomfortability, is it my uncomfortability with the fact that this life isn't jiving with me, isn't who I am? I want to be involved in health. I absolutely love psychology. I love figuring out deep-rooted issues and what they make you do, and I just love the psychology of things. I'd love to have a affordable health retreat in somewhere like Portugal, where you have, like little comfortable shacks where it's just peaceful, no electricity, no gadgets, no distractions, good quality food, organic. Like, that gets me excited. When we were in Portugal, I'd wake up in the morning, fresh oranges off the tree. It made me excited, and I do not feel excited in my life. And isn't that what life's all about? Is to feel like a kid, feel excited, feel like you're learning something, moving in a direction that is fulfilling. It's just really come to a head, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm a lot better than I was last month, but that's where I'm at, guys. The autoimmune thing's chilling out the more that I am kinder to myself, and with the dietary changes. But my life, I feel like change needs to happen. Yeah. If you've actually watched it for this long, I'm amazed. Yeah, so I think I've covered everything in the last 6 months. Oh yeah. I don't know whether you'd be interested, but I've been pretty consistent on doing calisthenics and just getting stronger and stronger in my body. And I didn't know whether to incorporate that into my channel. I didn't know whether it was relevant or not. If you're interested in something like that, then just let us know. But yeah, I'm at a crossroads on multitude of issues, and just not knowing where to put my foot next. I'll stop the video now. Yeah, no. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I love the fact that still I get views and I'm helping people, and people come back. It's amazing. Every month, even if it's every month, I get comments saying, I stopped in on your videos a couple of years ago, just wanted to let you on well, getting on with life now. It's like, yeah, I'm glad I could help in some way. It was worth it. Yeah. That's satisfying, to know that you've helped someone get from that deep, dark place and get on a better journey. That's satisfying to me. Yeah. All right, I'd appreciate your comments, your observations about me, and yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh God, honestly, I'm going to be releasing one video a week of a series of how to heal. Going through everything that I've learned in the last, 10 years. So 20, when did I recover? I was 23, I'm 33 now. So yeah, the last 10 years. What have I learned in the last 10 years into a set of videos so that hopefully you can share it and people can stumble across it that are dealing with so many health problems. It seems to become more and more common that to have health issues is normal, and it's far from normal. It just shows the absolute dysfunction of our society, the way it functions, the food, the toxic. You already know. I'm just going to put it out there. And yeah, no, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it.